Hey Marlies fans, it's John Abbott joined by Mike Zigomanis in the lobby at the hotel in Abbotsford for the first edition of Lobby Talk, where we get to catch up with fans, interact over Twitter, and get into the spirit of Halloween on this occasion as well, fielding some of your questions. And Mike, I know you're always somebody that is very cautious and well thought out in terms of what you eat, but we'll start this one off, considering it's Halloween, with a question here from at Simply Ultra Blue, aka Alexia Mullen. In the spirit of Halloween, what is your favorite and least favorite Halloween candy?
Obviously being out here in Vancouver, can't hand out candy to kids coming by. I know they're probably knocking on my door right now, but for healthy treats, I know apples aren't the favorite, but candy apples might be not a bad trade-off. I think you want to stay away from the chocolate bars.
The good stuff?
Yeah, the good stuff pretty much. The sweet and sour candies and the chocolate bars. So if you can keep it to canned apples, they might be a little pricier, but at the end of the day, definitely a lot healthier.
Is there something as a kid that you just didn't like? I know I grew up in a Dutch area, and they like dropies. It's like black licorice. I can't stand those things.
Yeah, I'm not a black licorice fan. I remember some houses hand out apples, just plain fruit. So that's not fun.
Got to have some kind of candy coating, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Well, thank you very much for your question. We'll move on to the next tweet here, also along the lines of the Halloween spirit. This one comes in from at Sano Banano, aka Santine Tanus. Which one of your teammates is a trick and which one is a treat, and why? Now that's kind of an interesting question, but
I don't know
it's all yours.
I don't know how to answer that one. A trick. Who could I go with for that? I got a couple guys.
Maybe
there.
A prankster?
I'd have to go with. Oh boy, maybe Greg Scott.
Oh, okay.
Undercover.
Any particular reason?
Nah, he's pretty sneaky.
All right, we'll leave it at that because he could be watching.
Treat now, who can I pick for a treat though? That's a good one. Options. Who can I narrow it down to? We'll go with Keith O'Coin.
Nice, there you go. Mr. O'Coin is a treat. If only he could hear us right now, it'd be even better. We'll move to the next one. Oh, interesting. This takes you back to your days in Kingston. For those of you who don't know, Mike actually has his number hanging up in Kingston as well. This one comes in from at Philly Doucette, aka Phil Doucette. You're the most gentlemanly player in 2000 with Kingston. Now, what would you classify yourself as? Now you're the most what kind of player?
Probably the same. You know, I don't run around too much on the ice and try to keep it civil out there. So that probably best describe me the same right now.
So it pays to be consistent sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks very much, Phil, for sending that one in. We have one from at Leafs Nation fan, aka Jamie. What do you like most about the city of Toronto?
I like that you can do pretty much anything. They have all the major sport teams. You got shows, theaters, productions. You've got nightlife. You've got restaurants. You've got different kind of neighborhoods where you can get you can go to Little Italy, or you can go to the Danforth and get your Greek food. And I like that cultural diversity. I think is a favorite for me.
Pretty cool that you grew up in the city you're now playing in as well. That doesn't happen for everybody.
Yeah, it's definitely a pleasure to play for the Toronto Maple Leaf organization. Growing up, being a fan as a kid, and to be involved with it still here now, kind of going into 3.5 years. It's definitely a pleasure to be part of the organization.
Mike, wasn't that long ago that in Abbotsford you scored the biggest goal of the playoffs, arguably, for Toronto last season, the Game 5 OT winner against the Heat. I have to think that's probably got to be one of your favorite hockey memories. Would it be to this point?
Yeah, definitely. That playoff run last year was very special, and big thrill scoring that goal in that game. I didn't get many chances, didn't really have too many opportunities that game, but when that puck came free, obviously I was more than happy to put it in.
Well, you've provided that clutch playoff goal, won a Stanley Cup with Pittsburgh, and the next question is along that lines. Again, from at Simply Ultra Blue, what have you done to improve your game? What do you continue to do to improve your game year after year?
Well, you always want to be improving, whether it's your first year or 10th year or 12th year. Whatever,
no one's counting.
Whatever I'm at now, yeah, I've lost count. Just probably the little things. I get my own power skater now in the summertime I've been working with for the last 5 years, so I keep trying to tweak that and make sure that's a big part of my development still. I've been playing wing a lot the last couple years, so working on rim pucks, getting pucks out. So I work Derek King a lot there, and we work on one-timers a lot, making sure keeping your shot fine-tuned. For face-offs, I don't really work on that as much. I don't really practice that, but definitely something where
you wouldn't know it.
I take a lot of pride in winning draws. So yeah.
Awesome. Now we have another one coming in from at Go Leafs Go 93, which used to be a number you wore last year, fittingly. Who do you guys think will have the biggest breakout season for the Marlies this year?
That's a good question. Those are tough to answer. We've got a lot of good rookies this year. Guys that have been playing well, guys that haven't got a chance yet, and it can be a number of them. They're going to be great pro players. Obviously, McKigg's jumped out and he's played well. He's gotten on the score sheet, and he's obviously going to be a big player for us this year. But Ross, when he gets a chance, and Spence, those guys I think they're gonna be big impact players for us. Coming down the line, and we're definitely gonna rely on them. And obviously, once the situation's fixed up top, I think you'll see this level everything will kind of find its place.
Great start to the season, and always good to catch up with you. Mike Zigomanis, John Abbott, first edition of Lobby
Abbott's
Talk.
Corner. Oh.
Lobby Talk. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tweeting in your questions, and we'll be back hopefully from Houston on the next road trip.